Good afternoon and welcome back once again to the Shadow Clan Weather Channel. If you're just joining us, there is a hurricane now making landfall right down in the Gulf of Mexico. The eye is expected to pass over Mexico or southern Texas as of this evening, late this evening. This is a very large storm system. As you can see, it's huge. It's recently developed an eye, and for those of you who haven't seen any other hurricane information since our last Stormcast, this is now in fact a hurricane. It has grown in strength to 85 miles per hour and is expected to possibly become a Category 2 before landfall. Now, the eye is wobbling back and forth a little bit as it moves closer to shore, which has the NHC tracks a little bit questionable because simply of the fact that there is so much wobbling. It's going back and forth. It's starting to look like it's going southwest, but for a long, long time it was going northwest. The same current's going to start bringing it back northwest. So it's a bit uncertain. A hurricane warning is in effect for the coast of Texas, south of Baffin Bay, all the way to the mouth of the Rio Grande. This includes South Padre Island and Brownsville. And for the coast of Mexico, from the mouth of the Rio Grande, all the way down to La Cruz. Tropical storm warnings extending significant distance away from those two. The rainfall is expected to be a big deal because they simply are too flat down south in Texas to be able to deal with extreme rain. They don't have a good drainage system for hurricane rain down in South Texas. So, it's going to be a big rainmaker too, just because it's so large and it's so much tropical moisture. Also the wind, they're worried about widespread power outages across a large area, all the way from mid-latitude Mexico, all the way up into the top of Texas up by Galveston. And storm surge is the other thing. If you've seen the Weather Channel lately, Julie Martin is standing down by the beach and it's just washing higher and higher up. There's that seaweed there at the Keeling, so we'd obviously take that over the oil any day. Tornadoes are a possibility. There's tornado watches up all the way from the Mexican border up to South Padre and then all the way up to Corpus Christi, which is about halfway up Texas. So this really is the only ball game in the park right now. There's no other tropical systems right now. Any waves are too small to be recognized by the hurricane map. And it's landfalling, so we'll have to see if it does, if the Atlantic Basin does produce another hurricane for us once this one is landfall. Interesting fact, this is the first hurricane in the Atlantic Basin since in June, since the 1995 Atlantic hurricane season. That's a long time. And it's a Category 1 hurricane with an A name, which is rare. Usually A names are tropical storms. So, surface wind field is incredibly wide, which is the other thing with this storm. It's very wide, not just in its size, but in its wind field. And the hurricane wind field is expanding too. The winds aloft are getting more powerful, and the ones down at the ground are following suit. the reason that the pressure is dropping lower than you typically see for a Category 1 hurricane is because it is so big, the rain bands are heavy, so it takes a lower pressure to get that all to spin as fast. So, I wish we could send you some coverage actually from in the storm down in Texas, but we simply don't have the resources to do so here.